56% of young men have a condition called gynecomastia. And if you ask why does this happens due to the rising estrogen levels compared to your testosterone. So if you don't know what testosterone is, it's basically the male sex hormone and it's responsible for reproduction and male characteristics like facial hair, body hair, muscle, things like that. So if you have gyno, basically it means hormonally you're a I literally just recorded for 20 minutes making this video and then I realized it was flipped the other way. So all you could see was pretty much this. So I was pretty much just talking to myself, which is amazing. If you got offense to that, oh, I'm a pussy. The other say I'm a pussy. Let me leave. I hate comments. Oh, you're gay. Then just click off this video. There's no point of you even clicking on my videos. Just get off my channel. If you want to know why do so many young men have lower testosterone nowadays compared to men back then, because it's actually a very common question asked nowadays. Look at young men now. Some of them don't even look like males. For example, the femboys you see on TikTok, or the TikTok boys, pretty boys, wherever you call them. If you ask 7 billion people around the world, some would say that that's a female. That is some crazy shit. Maybe in the UK we can tell if they're guys or not, because there's a lot of people like that. But in other parts of the world, a lot of men do not look like that. It's mainly in the West. If you go to Eastern Europe and say if that's a guy or girl, most will say guy, right? But some won't be able to tell. Some would say that's a woman. So obviously you do not want to have that. You want the opposite of that. You want to look more manly. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 3 physical signs of low testosterone. And if you have one or more of these, if you have any of these signs, then most likely you either have low testosterone or you're not fully maximizing your testosterone. My channel was based off gym and testosterone. So if you want to boost your testosterone levels, you want to know which foods boost testosterone, different methods, then go check out my other videos. But this video is specifically on the 3 most dangerous physical signs of low testosterone. And I have a free Discord server for young men on self-improvement. We want to discuss the gym, exercise in the gym, testosterone, martial arts, even ancestry and genetics, all of that. Go join it right now. It's completely for free. I also do offer one-on-one coaching if you want to take your fitness and gym progress to the next level, but that is completely optional. You don't have to do that. But if you do, go on the Discord server and we could discuss it there. Let's not waste any time in this video and get straight into number 1. Number 1 is what I said in the beginning of the video, and that's gyno. Having gyno means at one point in your life, you had a lot higher estrogen levels than you should have. And in turn, you have a lot lower testosterone levels compared to your estrogen. So that's obviously not a good thing. If you have bitch tits, then it's most likely that you had low testosterone at one point in your life. Now, I emphasize at one point. Gyno usually occurs during puberty. So a lot of people get it during puberty, because that's when hormones start to fucking go crazy, right? If you were 13 and you hit puberty and you was a fat fuck, all you did was eat Subway double chocolate cookies, if you just fucking ate cheeseburgers and you sat down and played Call of Duty all day, then guess what? You're probably gonna have gyno. And when you get the gyno, it doesn't go away. So let's say now you turn 15, 16, my position right now, you improve your diet tremendously. You sleep more, you exercise better, you just have a better lifestyle. And let's say you have fucking 2,000 nanograms of testosterone. I'm not saying I do, I don't, but let's say you have 2,000. But the gyno is still not gonna go away. The rubbery mass always stays there. So it does not mean now that I'm 15, 16 having this good lifestyle, doesn't mean that I have low testosterone and high estrogen now. It just means at one point in my life I had that. If you dramatically change your lifestyle since getting gyno, then you probably don't have low testosterone. But if you haven't really changed your lifestyle, alright, you used to eat 3 Subway cookies per day, now you eat 2 or 1. You don't really exercise a lot. Don't cope saying, oh, you go on walks more. If you be honest with yourself and if you haven't changed your lifestyle much since getting gyno, then you most likely still have high estrogen and low testosterone. Number 2 is strength in the gym. Strength is directly correlated with testosterone levels. It's not exactly like muscle. I hate comparing muscle with testosterone, because with muscle, so many genetic factors go into play, and most of them has nothing to do with your androgen status and testosterone. Sure, a lot of stuff do,
But I'm saying a lot of genes determine how much muscle you could build. But with strength, sure, there is a lot of genetics involved. You bring the Samoan, you bring them Islanders, right? They could probably deadlift twice as much as you. But in general, testosterone plays a huge role in motor unit recruitment and just how much you can lift. So if you are that guy who's been going to the gym for a bit, especially with your friends, it's very good to compare with your friends, see where you're at. And you could bench 50 kg, but they're out here doing 70, 80. But you guys have been lifting the same, and let's say there's not a huge weight gap between you guys. Then you probably do have low testosterone, because when you have high testosterone, even with bad muscle genetics, you still lift quite a bit. So guys, remember this: strength isn't equal to muscle. They're not exactly the same. There's a correlation, but having more strength in the gym is not exactly the same as having more muscle. When I put someone in a program to build more muscle, it's very different if they want to build more strength. That's why I hate when these powerlifters or bodybuilders who say, yeah, go to the gym to build your chest, do 5x5 bench press. That's not the optimal way to build your chest or any other muscle. Training for strength, training for muscle, different things. And you could apply this in the opposite way around. If you have a lot of strength, especially if you don't even go to the gym a lot and you can bench the same as your friends or even higher, and you're just a strong guy in general, then chances are you have high testosterone. Unless you're fucking 30% body fat, 100 kilos, then you will be able to push the bar either way. Number 3, lastly, and I put this last for a reason, because it's one of the biggest signs of low testosterone, and that is low sex drive. Now, you might think, Garda, how does this correlate to sex drive? Now, let me explain to you. Testosterone was given to us so we could pass on our genes and reproduce. If you were just confused at what I just said, let me put into bro science meathead terms. Your body naturally wants to bust in females so you can have children, and your children could do the same thing, and then just keeps on going on. So the biological reason why we're here in this world today, the meaning of life in biology terms, is to pass on our genes. Back then, it was crazy competition between men just to get one woman or a couple. So people complain about the dating market nowadays, but back then it was way more brutal. That's why I always say your ancestors were alpha as fuck, because they had to compete against so many men and they came out on top. What that means is the higher testosterone you have, the more horny you are, the more you want to, how can I say this without being brutally explicit? The more you want to play with your little wee-wee down there or put it in, you know. So your body's trying to tell you something, and vice versa. If you have low testosterone levels, your body doesn't really find a reason to want to feel horny anyways. If you don't care about sex really, you don't think about masturbating much, let's say you're a teenager, if you don't really care about it at all, then chances are you have low testosterone. And if you don't really care about sex at all, then I almost guarantee you that you have low testosterone. Not enough androgen receptor signaling, but that's something else, which is basically all of your net androgens put together. So your testosterone, DHT, minus all your anti-androgens and the sensitivity, all of that. Don't want to get into it in this video. So yeah, that has been the end of the video. Remember, if you have one of these signs or more, then make sure you watch my other videos on how to boost your testosterone. And even if you don't, you can still take your testosterone to the next level. And testosterone is super important for your motivation, your confidence, muscle mass, for your fat loss, for you looking more masculine. It's basically like a man's life force. So you got to protect your testosterone levels with your life. And in my Discord, we discussed that. We discussed gym. We discussed overall self-improvement. So go join that right now. And I do offer one-on-one coaching if you do want to take your gym progress to the next level. I do that by maximizing your androgen status, optimizing your workouts, how much rest you should do, how many days a week you should go to the gym. I even give grocery shopping list on what food you should buy and stuff. We could discuss it in the server, but like I said, this is completely optional. Go join the Discord if you don't really want to spend your money or whatever. Just enjoy the free community. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.